There is power in proximity. Have you ever heard that before? I know I have because it's the name of my website. I believe it. Man, it's so important. Who you surround yourself with, who you hear things from, how you behave has so much to do with the people that are around you. You believe that? It's true. Anyway, if you like this kind of stuff, I'm Kathy Burns. Subscribe below and let's get at it. Let's talk about this. So I got an email from another agent and she was talking about how much there is power in proximity. And I go, I know, I believe that. That's why I named my website that. Because think about it. The people that you run with, the people that you hang with, are they complainers? I was just talking about that with an agent this morning. She was saying some negative talk, oh, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. And I said, when you say that negative talk, you're programming your subconscious to have a negative reality. Stop it. Start talking positive. Start seeing things going in the right direction. Stop um, bringing all that negativity to you. And if your people are negative Nellies, they talk about other people, they don't have hustle to them, I'm sorry, but I would get rid of them. You can love them from a distance, but don't run with them anymore because I'm telling you, this will really change your world. So, the reason that is so important, especially in business, but the truth is, it's important in your whole life. I mean, when I left Michigan, my whole mission was to completely transform my life, and it was to change the people I was running with, especially someone very close. And I needed a whole new world, and I did, and I changed it, and I did. And since I've come to EXP, which was 7 years ago, I also the people here, the mindset here is collaboration. So that's empowerment. And the my license plate is called empowered. And I empower and I like to be empowered. So I just believe that if I'm going to live a life, then I want to live a life that makes me happy, not one where I'm always complaining. And I don't want to be around people that are as well. So I want you to think about that. So accountability is a big piece of that as well, right? So, you can be struggling and doing your best to get better at what you're at. And I was talking to this other friend of mine, Jeff, and we're on a mission, same mission. And I said, hey, buddy, you want to be my accountability partner? And he goes, yeah. And I said, great. I said, I always rejected that because I don't like to be called out when I'm doing something wrong. It's my own insecurities. But the truth is, accountability makes us accountable to ourselves, not somebody else. And that's what we're asking for. Let me be accountable to you. And so we're on a mission to work together on that. We haven't set up our plans. But also every Monday, I meet with a lot of people that I'm partnered with in my EXP organization. And we meet, and I've got my little book, and we write down what we're going to accomplish the next week. And when we meet that next week, I go over here's what you said you were going to do. How did it go? And what are you looking for in the next week? And it's not about beating somebody up if they did something wrong, right? It's really about you feeling good about yourself because you came to the group and you said, I did it, or I need help. And you know that you're with people because you're like minded who will empower you. That's a big deal. And that collaboration happens when people are sharing their gold and helping empower you to be the best you could be, because you could be strong in something I'm not strong in. And I teach you, or you teach me how to be stronger. And now we have that accountability. And I'm all excited because I did it. And you taught me, and you're excited because you feel good about being the teacher. You know what I mean? That's all good stuff. And your perspective, that goes back to what I was saying in the beginning. Who you're hanging with and how your mindset is. A lot of people don't pay attention to the little things that they say. I'll give you an example. When someone says to me, how you doing? I go, great, wonderful, outstanding. And some people are like, I don't care. They're not my people. But I said, when you say you're just good, I'm okay. I'm fair to Midland, all those nonsense remarks. And I go, that's how your day's going to be because you just programmed your subconscious for it to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. The more you pay attention to your self talk and you start flipping that around so that you have more energy, more things like that, where you're like, I know I can give you a perfect example. A friend of mine who I was going to a coach, and he was a manifestation coach. And he goes, tell me some challenges that you got. And I said, I never remember somebody's name. And he goes, you want to change that? And I go, and in my mind, I'm thinking, that's not even possible. That won't happen. And he goes, I'm going to give you a quick little lesson on how to change your subconscious so that you remember names all the time. I go, okay, probably with that tone. And I'm normally very positive, but I just didn't believe in myself, right? So he goes, say this phrase. In the past, I always forgot names. So it's in the past, and then you fill in the blank, right? And he goes, but now, which when you say but now, it negates whatever you said. So pay attention to that word but. You'll find it in your sentences all the time. I never say the word but if I can help it. I always switch that to however because it doesn't negate it. I don't know why, but it's true. But anyway, so the thing is, in the past, I always, whatever I always did bad. But now negates what I did bad. I'm so grateful and blessed that I always remember everybody's name immediately. And I started doing that. Matter of fact, I had little things printed out for my mirror in my bathroom. And I'll be standing in the mirror and I'll see it. And I'm like, yeah, what do I need to do that on today? Right. And what I saw, I remember that happening very quickly, that I remembered somebody's name. And I'm like, did that just happen? I wasn't even trying to do it on purpose. It just popped in. So I'm telling you, your subconscious is powerful. So you want to be on purpose with your self-talk. So pay attention to that. Make those that a mission for you. And how do you grow? There's power in proximity because the power is either it lifts you up or it lifts you down, right? So if you want growth, like I've been since the 90s, I have listened to Audible books and I listen to them on half speed because I think fast, I talk fast. So I'll listen to Audibles because I got on that path of personal development and growth, and it changed everything in my life because I saw possibilities I never saw before. And if you talk to any leaders, any successful people, they read, they learn. Now, me, I don't read necessarily. I do Audible. I get distracted with reading. That's that high squirrel mentality. I can't stay there, but I can listen to the book, especially if it's going at the speed of my brain. And I listen to books all the time in the car. Think of how often you're in a car. Now, I do have convertibles and I do like the top down, and it's going to be 68 degrees. So I'll be heading out of here real soon in my convertible. There'll be no book in there at that point. And you're allowed to have fun. But I'm saying be on purpose. Think about this. Somebody said this to me years ago. If you read one book a month about your business, your career, your path, whatever, how to do your business better, compared to the person who isn't doing that, who do you think's succeeding? Oh, that's right. So when you're in a growth business and when you want to really succeed at whatever you're doing, that's that proximity, you will run with people that do that kind of education. They're into getting better. They're into systems. They're into empowerment. They're into all of that stuff. So that's who you want to run with, right? If you want to be successful, if you don't want to be successful, okay, then this is meant for you. Anyway, I loved it when I got that email today. There's power in proximity, and there is. How do you want yours to be? Great, great, or it's okay. So when someone says to you, what are you going to say? Hey, how are you today? Are you going to say, okay, good, and you're just kind of lighthearted about it? Or do you want to have a great day? Would you have a wonderful day? You want to know what? You literally, in many times, lift the other person's spirits up when you say that. And then if I hear somebody on the other side say wonderful, I go, man, I love to hear that kind of person because I know that they are. They're the kind of people I want to run with because I know they think different. So there is power in proximity, good or bad. Run good, man, run good. It's a short one today, but it's a powerful one. If you like this, subscribe below, share this with your friends, give me some comments about it. How do you greet people? Do you believe in that manifestation concept? It's powerful because your subconscious is just there soaking in everything that you say, not just you, all the negative things somebody said to you in your life. You know, you're too tall, you're too skinny, you're too fat, you got a big nose. I used to say that about me all the time. Really annoyed me. Do not. So anyway, you can change your subconscious in a nanosecond on purpose with that little saying. So what was it again? In the past, I always, whatever the bad thing was, but now negates. I'm so grateful and blessed that I always, and whatever the positive turnaround is on that, you can do it. I know you can. Three. I'm ones that'll lift you up. There is power in proximity. Feel free to check out my website if you want. And if you're a real estate agent who wants to do better in your business and you want to level up, think like this, have all these kinds of good things happening in your life, schedule a business strategy call with me. The link's below, or just hang out and just listen. That's fine too. See you in the next one.